go ahead and start it the other way. Whoops. And by just browning our ground beef with the taco ring, it's a very simple recipe. We've got our pound of ground beef, and I used a ground round. We've got some, I picked up the Mexican blend cheese. We've got a package of taco seasoning. And in this, we're going to garnish the center ring. I don't know that I can move it, but we'll put it on either on a fancy tray or something and put a little shredded lettuce in here and cut up a tomato, and you've got a whole meal going on with a little vegetable. Now, the taco ring, I have to make it plain, but this would be a really good opportunity to sneak something in there. Like you could do a little green pepper. You could do something that's, is going to cook enough that it's not going to be as noticeable, but yet you're getting some vegetables or something that a little bit more nutritious in there. I think this is, whenever you're cooking this up, you could throw a handful of diced carrots in here, cook it right with the meat with some onions, whatever, and you've got something going on. All right, we're going to let that cook for a little bit. Stir our meat. Almost there on this. And I always buy the ground round because you can see there's hardly any grease in this. Okay. Now, while we're here, because this is done, we're going to put our taco seasoning in. Okay, we'll turn it off. And a little bit of water, about what did I say in the recipe, 1/4 of a cup. All right, that looks good. Okay, we'll set that. Let's move it over here. I'll just take that off the heat for a little bit, let that cool. Okay, we've got the meat, the little bit of water, the taco seasoning. We're going to add our cheese, but I'm going to put it in a bowl because I need to use this pan again. I always like to work with the crescent rolls. It's just 2 regular crescent roll cans right out of the refrigerator. They're a little bit easier to work with. Our pan. Now, it's just, you have to watch. I didn't think I could write it up well enough about how to do this, so you just have to look. Each can has 8 rolls in it. There we go. Okay. Each roll has 4. So you're going to start with 1, put it up at the top. Oops, this one didn't come off the roll. Put this one down at the bottom. Going to make like a little sun pattern. Put that one over there. This one here. Then we're going to fill in the holes. Put that one there. Put that one there. There. And there. Let me go ahead and put the cheese in here because I like to have it a little bit melted, with the meat still a little bit hot. That's our Mexican cheese. Or you can use cheddar, you can use that mixture of Colby and Jack. Whatever you like, that's not a big issue. This does not. This just has, it's just a cheese blend. It doesn't have any of the spices in it. I wouldn't use the cheese that has like the taco cheese, because that has a taco seasoning in it. So if you're going to put it in the meat, you don't really need it in the cheese. Okay, we've got, everybody see how we did this one? With 8 rolls. Now we got 8 more. If I can get them opened. There we go. This gets a little trickier. Okay. I always start at the top. Just go down the star. One here, one here, one here, and one here. That's 4 of them. Right? Everybody's with me. Okay. I could tell you to put like one here and one here and one here. Okay, so we finished there. 1, 2, 3, 4 is our last row. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Now, there's our 8 rolls. Now you can take like a little rolling pin or whatever. I just press this down, and I try to press it, instead of pressing out this way where you're kind of destroying some of the points, I press it in. You see I've got a big hole here. It doesn't have to be that big. We press it in, so I've got space to put the meat, and we don't need a giant hole in the center. So I just kind of press it together all the way around. So we've got some space between the center hole and where the points start to wrap it around our meat. All right, that looks good. Now, take our meat mixture. I find this easier to do with my hands. And form this into, that's why I like to let it sit a little bit, just to let it cool enough that you can touch it. Now you can make, with the 1 pound of ground beef, you can make 2 taco rings with using 1 can each. You can make 2 of these using the 1 pound of meat, 1 can. You wouldn't have the 1 can of crescent rolls. If you didn't need a big one like this, like I've done that, that's my son's favorite meal. And when he takes it back to college, I'll make him 2 smaller ones, because it's only him, so he doesn't need a great big one like this, he just needs 2 small ones. So I make it with just 1 crescent roll. You've got a little bit more space in here between the rolls, but it works just as well. So I just take whatever point and I just kind of pull it over the meat, because when you're making this for a teenage boy, he doesn't care that you spent the time to crisscross it. I just kind of tuck it in. Okay. 1 taco. Okay, all done? And we will start with the finished product. This is our infamous taco ring. So yay! It's good. It smells wonderful. Let's move this aside here. And in our taco ring, we're just going to put a little bit of lettuce. Locally grown tomato, so we don't have to worry about our tomato issues.